My home is surrounded by ocean too, you know. It has the most beautiful views on a clear day. Not without the occasional monster, though. It's nice being able to walk around like this without your guard up all the time. I cannot say why, but I've remembered something looking out at the sand dunes. There was a man out on the docks who claimed he could teach me new battle arts, but he would only agree on the condition that I retrieved for him a damselfly worm, an apron, and a magicked skull. I don't suppose you've met anyone on your travels who's made such queer requests. Don't think so. Not that I recall, anyway. I'm gonna go this way. Fresh fruit. So these are the markets of Tuliolal. There are so many stands. I wouldn't know where to begin. It's enough to make my head spin. Some fruit would sure hit the spot right now. No, Prish. Remember, you're about to eat tacos. I happened to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vanadila as well. Of course, there was no shortage of unscrupulous sort living in the wilds as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. This is the place, right? I can smell the savory meats already. And you must be Aunt T. Bakul Jaja recommended we sample your tacos. So, we'll have 3 of your finest, please. Bakul Jaja sent you, did he? Take a seat and I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. Hog. Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. I thought nothing could match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasonings of this meat is something else. Yeah, it's on him. Krisha's taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. Phew, I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It was almost like a taste of home. Have nausea. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vanadil? Yeah, sure. "20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict. The Crystal War, they called it. And it wasn't long before my home, Tavnazia, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land, connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to Tavnazian Safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us? Oh yeah. End of the world. Asians. Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Yep. Xenos. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer. You're a goddamned living legend. Oh, you know. A hero. And living legend. Sorry for the wait. There was much to apprise the Landsguard of, as you well know. That Sir Realger was behind the stolen relics and the sightings of Galul Jaja was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet, there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. Oh no. A dangerous thought, knowing Cerulja could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. Alright. Gods, those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. Ooh, Juno. Would that we had time to show you more of Tuliolong, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering about in Juno. Then let us make haste to Yaktel. can only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to God knows where in search of treasure seems absurd. Yeah. Thrall has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Walking the noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out, quickly. Alright. There's two people. Sprawl thief. When I jumped through that rift, I was expecting a dungeon, or maybe a labyrinth. Not whatever all this is. It's dangerous and I need to leave? Don't make me laugh. Not long ago I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just lying around for the taking. Alright. Never seen a city like this in Tyrell before. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I should hold off on surveying further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hope to take with me, but it was stolen by some Tanawatan brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now. If it's truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. He came looking for some fancy trinkets too. Well, feast your eyes on this. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. A block of raw electrum, but how? I take it you're the one that found this. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that stone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? Bah! This isn't Tuliolel. You have no authority here. I found it, and I'm keeping it. This is for your own good. Put the stone down and walk away, or else. Careful, brother. Lay a hand on him, and the vow of resolve will never let us hear the end of it. Ah, we're already in her debt as it is. Fine. You've come here to make a fortune, yes? Then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. Oh no. We couldn't help but overhear you're selling an artifact found in these ruins. Whatever this gentleman's willing to pay, I assure you I can pay more. Great. Just what we needed. What do you suppose we do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place will likely take more time than we can afford. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all interested parties separately, and incentivizes them to pay you handsomely lest they be outbid. Fine by me, but I'll only be accepting payment in gil. This money will be taking me overseas, where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. The following event cannot be skipped. Alright. If I may have your opening bids. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1,000,000 gil saved up from our work with Landsguard. Hopefully that will be enough. Speaking with the Tanawan thief, the auction will begin. You may also first speak with the other prospective buyers to receive hints regarding their potential bids. Okay. Sure, let's speak with everyone, I guess. We have 1,000,000 gil all told, but I'm trusting you won't need to spend all of it. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. While it's imperative that we recover the electrope, it wouldn't do to show your hand too early. Better to be conservative with your bids, staying just ahead of the competition. I have no time for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. Interesting. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of it in preparation for this expedition. Oh, okay. So what's your offer? Yes. The auction has begun. Outbid your competitors for the electrobe while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will you start with? 100,000. 500,000, right? A bold opening bid, but I'm willing to bet that's all you have. 560,000 gil. Half my savings gone. Surely they're close to conceding, right? Yeah, I believe so. I think it's this one. 700,000 gil. 700,000. How is anyone meant to compete with that? Damn it all! I'm not leaving without that stone. 720,000 gil. Raising their bid by such a narrow margin. Someone's reaching their limit. Yep. 730,000. Easy. Finally, it's over. You have a knack for business dealings, Plum. Maybe you were a merchant in another life. No. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. Sweet. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electrope. And it was fake the whole time. Gah, this presence, it feels familiar. The Shadow Lord. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. The stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. Interesting. He was a being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat the Shadow Lord. Meaning Axel must have been there with him, but I don't remember ever hearing about that. In any case, I will hold on to the Electrope. We should hurry back and speak with the Landsguard. Oh. Excuse me, but were you speaking of the Shadow Lord just now? If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I've heard a great many tales of the fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Juneau. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. Oh. Cool. A most welcome offer, though there is much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tuliolal and speak with the Landsguard. Plum, come and meet us at the Bright Bloom Post. Alright. You sure I can't speak with them? Oh. Ah, there you are. If you've any burning questions about this place or anything else in Vanadil, I should be happy to answer them. Yeah, sure. Me, I'm no adventurer of any particular renown, if that's what you were expecting. Just a man come from Bastock, looking to see more of the world. While I lack in fame, I make up for it with the strength of numbers. I have no shortage of friends willing to accompany me in pursuit of riches should I reach out near Linkpearl. The armor I wear is proof of our accomplishments, salvaged from the depths of Alzadal undersea ruin. That said, I treasure my time with them more than any trinket or bauble we've unearthed on our travels together. You understand, surely? Fafnir. Oh. Oh yeah, the dragon. The great dragon that slumbers in the depths of Boyada Tree. Yes, I know of it, as does anyone who would dare venture into Zeta. Stories of a great hero who did battle with a dragon, their harrowing encounter including with a strike at its heart with fabled blade Redil. If only they hadn't missed their mark. The blade is said to remain nestled in the beast's bosom even to this day. To survive such a blow and live for all these years bespeaks a strength I struggle to imagine. I don't remember the sword. And yet the tales of its might have not deterred the brave and foolhardy from venturing into the tree, hopeful they can slay Fafnir and claim its spoils. Few have reached Dragon's Eyrie and lived to tell of it. Let's see. Archangels. Oh yeah. I've heard stories of the 5 warriors clad in black. If the fates are kind, I will never have the poor fortune to cross paths with them. They were not born but forged from crystal, assuming the legends are true. The dawn goddess Altana wept 5 tears that gave birth to the 5 races: Hume, Elvan, Tarutaru, Mithra, and Galka. The archangels are said to be the embodiment of their sins. Apathy, arrogance, cowardice, envy, rage. The darkness that lurks within us all. No one is certain why they were created. The prevailing theory is that they served as guardians of some ancient paradise. Let's see. And the Shadow Lord. The great darkness of the Northlands, hatred made manifest. There's not a soul in all of Vana'diel who doesn't know of the Shadow Lord. His sole desire was to bring about the extinction of Altana's children, and so he rallied together the Beastmen, inciting what came to be known as the Crystal War. The Beastmen's assault was merciless, and it was not long before Bastok, Sandoria, and Windurst were brought to their knees. It was only after Archduke Camlanot convinced them to join forces with the Grand Duchy of Juno that they gained the momentum needed to push back. United as the Alliance of Altana, they would eventually drive the Beastmen back from their lands, and soon found themselves going on the offensive in Zarkabard. The Alliance proved victorious in the end, but not without a great many sacrifices. Peace had been restored to Vana'diel, for a time at least. The Shadow Lord was somehow resurrected 20 years later, but thankfully he was slain before the Beastmen could be emboldened to take arms a second time. There is much speculation as to his origins. Most believe he was once a Galka, if you can believe it. He was betrayed by one of his companions, mortally wounded and left to die. A dear friend of his was also said to have been cut down in the altercation. He succumbed to his wounds, but his rage and despair would remain, giving life to the Shadow Lord. If what you say is true and he has returned once more, perhaps the flames of his hatred can never truly be extinguished. Alright. That's it, right? Alright, thanks. Back to the old turn. Once again, we're left with nothing but time on our hands until Cerulja shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we ask Landsguard. You may be better serving exploring Tyrol, familiarizing yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. True. An honest-to-God's adventure. What a great idea. You're coming with me, Axel. And don't you dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion piques my interest. We warn you now, though, the wilds of Tyrol are rife with danger. It is no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. can hardly count the number of times Vanadil's been visited by some world-ending calamity. But no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through, together. This will be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can do so long as we have each other. A band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of great peril, just like old times. Are adventurers always so sentimental? Is that so terrible a thing? Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Cyrilja's movements, I've asked him to contact you. Cool. I'm assuming that's to be continued. Oh. Meanwhile, yep. In the Echo of Tulia. Soon we will slaughter them all. Is that not so, Cyrilja? Soon, my dawn servant, very soon. Then there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. How fortunate for me he lacks the wisdom of the true dawn servant. But if he will be made fit to rule, I must choose from the echoes carefully. Oh. The Shadow Lord showed promise, but Vanadil is a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. With the strength of the ancients, I will bring Tural, no, the whole world, to its knees. Alright, I'm assuming to be continued, right? We've yet to hear any word of Cyrilja's whereabouts. Rest assured, you'll be the first to know should we learn anything. Alright, thank you. Okay, I need to call it there. I'm gonna lose my voice. We'll probably pick up another loot quest tomorrow. Good night.